All right, ladies and gents, we've got this Whirlpool front load dryer. Let's see what the model number is. GW9250SU0. And the complaint is that it is squeaking really bad. So we'll see if we can hear it. I'm just gonna turn the drum with my hand. Yeah, so anyways, we'll get in there. Could be a wheel, could be or a roller, could be the belt, but we'll see. First things first, we'll remove these 3 screws in the back, they're 1/4 inch. Once you remove the 3 screws in the back, you just pull back and this top will come off. All right, now we get a better understanding of where that noise is coming from. The people that I got it from tried to say they thought it was the belt, but the belt's not really gonna squeak like that. At least I don't think. Sounds like it's coming more from the bottom, like it could be one of the rollers. All right, now that we have the top off, we need to remove these 3 screws right here where the control board is located. So we'll remove these, and then there should be like 2 little cables connected to the control board. I'll show you in a second, and we'll have to unhook those. Actually, I'm not gonna unhook anything else. Like I said, just gonna remove the 3 screws, and then I'll just slip this off, have this sitting here on the inside. And that'll work for now. Now we'll remove these 2 screws so we can take off this front panel here. Once this screw and this screw is removed, you should be able to grab this front console and you'll wiggle it out. It's hard to do with one hand. In order to remove this front panel, if you've watched other people do it, it is an absolute pain in the rear end. So again, you need to remove this screw, then they'll say, okay, pull and wiggle it off. I'm telling you, that ain't gonna work. There are actually 2 screws on this side, they're gold, I've already taken them out. There's 2 screws over here, and then there are 2 more screws over here. And then once you remove those, then you'll be able to pull this off. Now that I'm gonna be able to remove this console here, I am gonna come back to this control board, and I'm gonna have to disconnect those 2 things that I didn't wanna have to disconnect in the first place. So let me maneuver this out. I'll get these unhooked, that way we'll be able to take that front panel off. All right guys, on this control board, there's 3 things I'm gonna disconnect. One being this one that I've already removed. Second one being this right here. And then the third, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this. So once those are removed, we'll move forward. Once that user interface panel is removed, now I can remove this. I probably was supposed to be able to get this off with the user face board attached to it, but it was just too darn difficult. So we took it off in a couple pieces. And if that makes it easier, that makes it easier. Next thing we'll do is go ahead and remove this lint trap. I already did it sitting over there. And then I removed screw here. Then there will be 2 screws on the bottom. Now this is sitting on a pedestal, so if you don't have a pedestal with a drawer, this will be on the bottom. This will be sitting on the ground. But there'll be a screw here, there'll be a screw here. When you remove those, this bottom panel will fall out. And then you'll have 2 more screws. 1, 2, and then this front bulkhead should lift off. All right, I guess I lied to you. On the inside here, you'll have a screw here. You'll have another one over here. Can't hardly see it, but there it is. So we'll need to remove those 2. All right, 2 things. That bulkhead is gonna wanna come off when you remove those 2 screws, but it will be sticking a little bit. Number 1, there's gonna be like a gold screw that's going in right here. which this is the inside of this, but right here is connected to the blower housing. There'll be a gold screw right here, and then you'll want to disconnect this as well. So those are two things you still got to undo, but I can see some money in there. But yeah, once you do that, that bulkhead will just fall right off the bone. Now what I'm going to do here is these roller wheels. I'm just going to take these off, and because these are more than likely what I think is probably squeaking. It's hair. That one spins pretty good. That one could very well be our problem. We're just gonna clean those up. All right, I got those roller wheels cleaned up. And then now I'm going to remove the belt on the dryer. There's a little pulley on here, a tensioner pulley that keeps tension on that belt. Once I can release that, I can release the belt from the motor shaft, and then I'll be able to pull out this drum. Now we got the drum removed. These roller wheels seem fine. Still gonna get all this stuff off, take them off, clean them up. This tensioner pulley right here, it just kind of flexes. You can hear it. Without this, the dryer won't turn on, by the way. You can hear it clicking. But anyways, the motor shaft seems fine. This, I mean, it's pretty gunked up. So this could very easily be the case. But nonetheless, I'm gonna clean this up, see what I can do with this. Then we'll go from there. All right, we got everything cleaned up. These wheels spin good. Got this cleaned up the best we can. I mean, when you do spin it, it's smooth. I don't feel like it's catching on anything, so. Over here, try to clean these up the best we could as well. Again, they don't spin as freely as the back ones, but I mean, nonetheless, seems fun. The other thing it could be is the bulkhead. You know, this stuff here is designed to help it sit on the back bulkhead and not rub. As you can tell, it looks like it's been rubbing there, but it's gonna get some wear on it. Anyways, the one up front looks fine. Well, it's wearing right there too, but again, that's gonna be somewhat normal. But we'll end up putting this puppy back together and see if we got rid of that squeak. All right, guys, as you can see, I got this front bulkhead back on. Before I put the whole thing back together, I do want to check and make sure that it's not squeaking. And I'm not hearing anything, so I'll go ahead and finish putting this back together, and I'll go inside and test it so it can really get up to speed and see if it's squeaking or not. All right, guys, as you can see, we just finished testing it and it did not squeak at all. So bought this thing for 40 bucks and I'm gonna try to list it for 200. So I know I can get that because it's got the pedestal on it and all that stuff. Plus I might get delivery, but yeah, $40 to $200. So that's a profit of 160 bucks. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If it helped you or was entertaining in any way, shape or form, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing to the Southern Skunk. Thanks again.